Hey there, folks. Welcome to X-Ray Talk Productions. And this is Jake. Kind of watching me. Anyway, about a week ago, about 2 weeks now, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them came out. And about 2 weeks ago, went to go see it with a few people. Now, I wanted to kind of mull it over, think about what I watched and its ultimate effect on the series and even fantasy in general, which it's seemingly going to be our headliner in this coming generation of fantasy flicks. Now we've had the Hobbit trilogy, which ultimately met with kind of lukewarm reviews. Most people saying, "Well, kind of dragging it out with no real end, just to drag it out." But where does Fantastic Beasts stand? And why am I holding a wizarding wand? Well, I like the Harry Potter series. I've seen all the flicks a couple dozen times. And I've even gone to the Universal Studios Florida exhibit for it, which was just excellent. Now, that being said, the Harry Potter films have always kind of gone different, more or less have gone into different genres. You know, like the first film was just like a kid's film, a kid's flick, and you could say the first couple of them, whatever. The second one was like a whodunit murder mystery, etc. There's one about time travel. The films always kind of made their way into different kind of genres, and this one feels no different. This film is sort of is about this one dude named Newt bringing this case of critters into 1940 whatever New York, and they escape for one reason or another, and it's up to him, his human buddy, a detective, and a psychic to go ahead and go get them. Well, also on the other end of that is there is a new dark wizard on the loose, who fans may be more familiar with than I am, who hardcore book fans and Pottermore fans may be familiar with. And he's out on the loose somewhere, and there's Colin Farrell's character, Graves, who also seems to be interested in a creature that has this kind of dark power. What did I like about this movie? It's a return to form for adventure films. It's nowhere near as dark or as grim as the past couple of Harry Potter films, because it's simply not part of that. It takes place about 70 years before that, and so almost no characters are seen or mentioned. And I like that. I've been saying for a long time that the Harry Potter series is ripe for all sorts of adaptions and spin-offs and all this kind of stuff that he wouldn't even have to connect Harry Potter to it at all, him or his family to it in any way. And this movie's great with that. I love the effects are, as usual with the Harry Potter series, fantastic. As are the individual creatures and that little little treasure-stealing bastard almost steals the show. Because he's just adorable and he's fantastic. Yeah, and I like the new selection of characters. Like I said, we have our main character Newt, who is basically a magical zookeeper. He's going ahead. He loves these animals more than he does people. He doesn't quite get along with them. He doesn't quite understand them. They don't quite understand him. And he's great, especially when paired with our first non our first Muggle, non-magical character. They have another name for them. They're No-Mages in America, which means all over the world. Chances are these things have different names. And he's great. I kind of was afraid he was going to be sort of a Jar Jar Binks kind of character. You know, he's just going to be stupid. He's this moron with no real point other than to do something stupid. And he's fat. Don't you just love fat psychic characters? Says the fat guy reviewing the movie. Right. But instead, he winds up being really sweet, and him seeing the magical world a lot of ways reminds us of the first time we saw the Harry Potter universe. You know, all this, anything can happen. Oh God, all the amazing things that you can see and do with magic. We also have a detective kind of character who is investigating these anti-witch and wizard people called the Second Salem. We'll get into momentarily. And she makes for a sort of straight man in this situation, kind of a character, with her sister, who I also thought was going to be god awful, as a very sexy, very psychic, whatever the hell her name is, I don't remember. She was, first she showed up and there was a sex thing, and I went, oh no. Harry Potter finally resorted to this. A character who just exists to show off the goods. But then she ends up being very sweet, and her interactions with the human character are quite wonderful. Um, yeah. On the villain end, we have Gray, the Colin Farrell character, aka the Johnny Depp character, Graves slash Grindelwald, who is a big bad wizard in this world before Voldemort. If anything, Voldemort's inspiration, sort of. It kind of shows him at the last minute Johnny Depp's character as being revealed as Grindelwald. So he doesn't have much effect other than he kind of looks weird, but Johnny Depp and the dude is like a drug addict for a funky costume. And he's pretty damn good and dark. And speaking of darkness, I was saying this is probably the lightest. It's one of the lightest adventures the Harry Potter series has given us in a while. Well, the main story with Newt and his critters is like lighthearted, and then about a minute or so will pass, and we will have some of the darkest shit you have ever seen in a Harry Potter film. I'm talking children getting their asses beaten repeatedly. And it's quite gruesome. And one final note, good note. We've never seen this scale of urban destruction in the Harry Potter series. Closest we got to it was that big bridge scene in Half-Blood Prince, I believe. You know, where Voldemort and the Dark Wizards just destroy the bridge. But ultimately, that really didn't have any effect on anything. So, I liked seeing just the city of New York just getting blasted and shot and messed with all this magical stuff, which has been sort of a hidden sort of thing in the Harry Potter universe. Alright, so let's go into the bad. Unfortunately, because this is a prequel in the Harry Potter universe, we know that not much is going to come of all the destruction that I was just talking about. They sort of Doctor Strange this, and why in the world they decided to have two magical hero or movies, family movies, with each other this soon is beyond me. Where they use magic to sort of fix every single thing that went wrong with the city. Guardian Leviosa didn't work. Yeah, so it sort of sucks because the humans pretty much find out the witches and wizards exist, and then they don't because of magic, which sucks a little bit. That sort of the shifts in tone can be a bit jarring as well. All that light and then immediately going into something dark, sort of you feel it. It didn't hurt me. I've seen way worse tonal shifts amongst the series. With the Harry Potter series, you do sort of get that. You can mix lightheartedness and darkness together pretty well, as we've seen in even the last couple of the films. Yeah, that's probably it as far as bad. We've got at least 5 more of these bastards coming, or 4 more. are these bastards coming? And they said they're saying something like the next one's going to be in Paris. I would love to like to see that, but I was, as I started this review out saying, I would love to see a whole bunch of different aspects of the Harry Potter universe kind of played out instead of, the Jesus chosen one storyline that a lot of movies go for, which you get tired of after a while. We really didn't get that in this one, and I liked that. So, if you, for whatever reason, have not seen Fantastic Beasts yet, why don't you go ahead and see it? Or I will be forced to do something drastic. Oh my god! No, still here. What's wrong with this thing? Alright, well, thank you so much. Bye.